Quote, "The world is under the sway of the monarch who puts up with bitter counsel." Throughout history, great leaders have faced difficult truths. Wisdom often comes in the form of bitter counsel, words that are hard to hear but necessary for growth. Today, we explore the meaning behind this thought-provoking quote, "The world is under the sway of the monarch who puts up with bitter counsel." What does this mean? How does it apply to us in our personal lives? Let's break it down from multiple perspectives, philosophical, religious, scientific, and through a short story. Meaning of the quote. Let's break this quote down. The monarch represents not just kings and rulers but anyone in a position of influence, parents, teachers, CEOs, or even you. Bitter counsel refers to harsh but honest advice, truths that are uncomfortable yet necessary. Under the sway implies control or influence over the world, meaning true leadership is achieved through embracing difficult truths. The essence of this quote is simple: those who accept hard truths and use them wisely are the ones who truly shape the world. Leaders who ignore honest criticism are doomed to failure, while those who embrace it evolve and succeed. Religious perspective. Ancient spiritual teachings emphasize the importance of humility and leadership. Great figures in history have surrounded themselves with advisors who spoke the truth, even when it was unpleasant. The lesson here is that wisdom is often delivered in uncomfortable ways. We are tested not by the praise we receive, but by how we handle criticism. If we reject bitter counsel, we fall into arrogance. But if we listen, reflect, and adapt, we grow stronger, wiser, and more just. Scientific perspective. Science thrives on bitter counsel. The entire scientific method is built on challenging existing knowledge. Peer review in science is essentially bitter counsel. Scientists publish their findings, and their peers scrutinize them, finding flaws or areas for improvement. If a scientist refuses criticism, they risk spreading false information. Evolutionary psychology suggests that humans dislike criticism because it threatens our ego. However, those who adapt based on feedback improve over time, just like species evolve through natural selection. Cognitive biases show that we tend to seek information that confirms our beliefs while avoiding contradictory evidence. This is called the confirmation bias. But true leaders override this tendency and embrace difficult truths. So, whether it's in leadership, innovation, or personal growth, accepting bitter counsel is essential for progress. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, in a distant land, there was a wise king. He had ruled for many years, but as he grew older, his court filled with advisors who only told him what he wanted to hear. They praised his every decision, even when it led to hardship for his people. One day, a poor old man requested an audience. He told the king, "Your Highness, your people suffer because of the decisions you make in isolation. Those who truly care for you have been cast aside in favor of flatterers." The king was furious. How dare this old man insult him? But that night, his thoughts troubled him. Had he truly surrounded himself with yes men? He decided to test his court. He called his advisors and proposed a foolish law, one that would make life harder for the people. To his surprise, they all agreed enthusiastically. But when he secretly asked the old man, he was met with a firm, "No, my king. This law is unwise." Realizing the truth, the king reinstated the old man as his chief advisor. Over time, his kingdom prospered, not because of comfort, but because of the wisdom found in bitter counsel. How it applies to everyday life. This lesson isn't just for kings. It's for all of us. When a friend gives you tough love, do you listen or push them away? When a teacher or mentor critiques your work, do you take offense or improve? At work, do you accept constructive criticism, or do you surround yourself with those who only agree with you? True strength isn't about avoiding discomfort, it's about facing it, learning from it, and growing. So the next time someone offers you bitter counsel, pause before rejecting it. It might just be the advice that changes your life. Thank you for joining this exploration of wisdom. If this message resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe for more insights into timeless truths. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step, and every great idea begins with a strong foundation. See you in the next episode.